My Mother Said I Shouldn't with Sarah and Michaela.
Two best friends and coaches proving that life doesn't end at 30.
Outrageous and unfiltered.
You might not believe what comes next.
Welcome back to another episode of My Mother Said I Shouldn't. I hope you're all okay. Had a lovely week. It's Sarah's turn today.
It is my turn. Okay, so today my mother said I shouldn't get with a partner that can't support a family.
Oh. What does that mean?
So, well, that's what it means. What does that mean? That means getting with someone that doesn't have the financial ability. So, and this is what I want to chat about this because, right, when you choose a partner, right, and I'm talking men and women here. I'm not talking just like women with men. I'm talking about men and women.
Oh.
So, you should be choosing your partner for love, right?
No.
So I'm like, you should have like choose your partner for love,
Right.
and like their person, like who they are.
Of course, love is central. But at the same time, I will not lie. A part of me, when I was choosing my lifelong partner, was looking for, will they be able to support me when I am on maternity and I'm focused on a child, if we have children? Are they going to be able to support me? And I think that was important to me.
But I think that's fine. I think that's really important though. Like I think that is important.
I think dated back to centuries, and we keep going back to caveman anyway. You wanted a man who was strong enough to bring you back food, right? You wanted someone who's going to help your survival, right? That's what it's all about. So I think it's innate in there, and I'm not judging myself. I'm never bothered about they need to have car, house, whatever. Like that doesn't bother me. Tom has got a great job, but when we got together, I was the one with the house and the car. That he wasn't. Like that wasn't. I didn't think negative of him for that. I was like, he's enjoying his time, he's enjoying his life, he's enjoying his money. He's put it where he wants to put it. But I liked that he had a secure, whether or not it's secure, who knows, a secure job, and I liked that. Yeah, that he wasn't an actor.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to get one actor. I'm right there with you.
But like, not that actors are bad people to get with.
No, we're not. I love it. Just actors. We are actors. But no, I'm the same. I don't want to get with an actor.
I think it's difficult, isn't it? When you're an actor, you realise how difficult it is to make money as an actor. You don't have any security. You don't have any security. You don't have a regular paycheck every single month. So to get with someone else who is also in that situation and to think about having a family, especially for me who grew up with no money, and that's a big fear. But everybody wants security in life, right? I'm sure. So I think for most people, that would be scary. And I do know couples who are both actors have made it work, and that's so inspiring. That's so bloody amazing. It's incredible. I've got so much admiration for two people who are self-employed or business owners or entrepreneurs or whatever, who are doing it. It's incredible. But I think the fear got in with me, and I think I liked the fact that Tom has a more of a secure job and a job where he's going to be in a place 9 till 5, because I'm here, there and everywhere. It's nice to know that he's at home 9 to 5 or he's at work 9 to 5, but wherever he is, he's not all over the place. He does travel with work occasionally, but if we're both traveling all the time and going to different places, I think that could be a very chaotic relationship. It's quite nice that he grounds me.
Yeah, it's like, when would you see each other? I think that's the thing as actors. You're dating an actor. When would you, unless obviously you're not working all the time, but when would you see each other?
I think it could be difficult, but I think security plays an important role. Mm-hmm. I haven't in the past necessarily looked at that, but I think I looked at it when I got with Tom, or prior to getting with Tom. Obviously, me and Tom were friends. I fell in love with him, so it didn't matter so much with him. But when I was on the dating apps and stuff, I definitely did look at what they were doing in terms of their work. And that was because I always said, the next guy I get with, I want to be my lifelong partner. I was very clear with that. You can't always guarantee these things, but that's what I was looking for. And for me, that meant that I needed someone to support a family if we chose to have one. which I ultimately thought, I would want. What about you? What do you think?
So I would love, obviously it'd be nice to have someone that can support me, not support me, support a family together. And I think that's important to build your own kind of security and financial security yourself anyway, right? So
I think
both
that's
sides
such an
of the
important
game.
point because
Yeah.
I have never asked anyone for anything in my life. So I can trust myself to be financially secure and to look after myself. So I'm not saying that I'm not going to work while I'm pregnant and stuff. I definitely will. You know me, I'm a workaholic. I love my job. It's like just having that trust that both parties are going to bring that to the table.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because my dad wasn't around when I was a kid. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're single now. Are you looking at the job?
Do you know what? I'm just looking at the connection, but it's not just connection for me because it needs to also be. I'm drive. I'm all about drive. So I'm like, if you are in a position, okay, where maybe you're still building wherever you're building, but as long as you have drive and passion, and you know where you want to be, and you've got your goals, great. Because that's me, right? That's where I'm at. I can't. I don't think I can. I don't want to expect something from someone.
And does that need to be in a work setting? Because someone could be really driven and have goals, but they could be working in a job that you feel doesn't support that concept. So,
I mean, so it depends.
so it's would you give yourself to a? This is terrible because I'm going to say a job now, and this is I think anyone who does this job is incredible, and I do this job because I am one. But a writer, say if you would you date a writer? You've got a great connection. They've got loads of goals and motivation, and they love it, and you've got a great connection, great energy, but they don't have regular work, and it's very few and far between.
It would depend what they're doing on the side of that.
Oh, so they have to do something on the side.
If they were, but then where's the money coming in from? So if we can bring, so as a
So there we go, right?
Right.
So now you've just presumed that they've got a side job, or they're going to need to have a side job to support
survive.
you.
But then I suppose that comes from my experience. So I suppose, right, because our experience, right, as actors, you have to have a side. There's no way you can't have a side
But
job.
what
So
if they don't? What if they live with their parents, or they've got their own place, but they're renting it and they've got an affordable thing, they can pay for that, and they're making their money through writing or whatever the job is. And I'm being hypothetical here. I don't want to say writers because I think that's rude, but I'm just being hypothetical. I'm going the creative side because we know what that feels like.
I think it would depend on the person. I think it would really depend on the person.
Are you being really honest here?
I genuinely, but if I met someone, I don't think I would. I don't think I would get with a creative anyway. I think I'd like the fact that someone would be settled because I'm not settled. So I want someone. You always go for the opposite, right?
I've got a question for you. How much do you think it matters in terms of allowing yourself to feel a certain way for someone? Because there is an element of that. If you know at the forefront of your mind, this person might not be able to support me in a family, and I might have to live a life that's not aligned with my goals in terms of maybe having my own house or having my own property or going for holidays. How open are you going to be in the conversation with that person? How much would you lean in? Do you know what I mean?
This is because it's quite hard though, because, right, do you know what's hard in here? Because in my mindset, I'm like, I'm making my money. So I don't need anyone to bring it to me, right? Which is I know you're the same. You're like, you make your money. We both are very like, we're going to make our money and we're going to make it ourselves.
I do make my money.
You do make your own money. Well, we both
I'd
like
love
to
my own.
yeah. And you do have your house. So I think it would depend on, I think that's why I thought drive really. But you're right. If someone wasn't that fussed, they were like, oh, whatever, I don't need much money, I'm going to keep on the breadline. Like, life is a struggle on the breadline, right?
So it's that shared vision, isn't it? Have you got a shared vision of what you want your life to be? And it's not saying that material, I'm not into material things. No. Like, I don't have nice watches or like, I've got a micro. I love my car. I'm not materialistic at all. But for me, a full life is experiences. It's being able to travel, being able to go on holidays. It's being able to pay for nice food, healthy food, not worry about it, not have to look at the price of something when you buy it. And are you aligned in that? Or is something going to compromise it? And then it's kind of like, in my head, I'm like, well, I want that for my kid. I grew up worried that my mum wouldn't be able to pay for food. I don't want my kid worried about that. And if I get with a partner who's willing to kind of live that life or wants and doesn't mind living that life, it's going to come into conflict with the way I see my life or with the way I want my life for that kid, which ultimately might not even be beneficial for the kid because it gave me my drive growing up like that, right? So
You've absolutely hit it on that you've hit that, and then how you've rounded that up has hit that the nail on the head on that for me. Because you're right, it's like what you envisage your life to be, is that the same as the other person? So it doesn't matter where they are, what they're doing, like that's their life, right? But like, is it the life I want? And are you driven for that life? And I think that's where the drive comes in. Are you driven for the life that both of us, have we got a shared vision? And are you driven for that shared vision?
Here's another question though.
Yeah.
So in previous relationships, I've gone like 50-50 with the bill and stuff. And with Tom, I mean, we don't go for lavish meals ever. And that's because of me. He would love to go for lavish meals all the time. But Tom will always get the check on the food. Whether we're going for brunch and it's like 30, 40 quid or whatever, he'll always do it. Sometimes I'll get coffees and I'll buy treats and I'll buy him little gifts and little thank yous. Like I bought him tea yesterday, which is actually in the fridge, infusing. And sometimes I will get the meal. But I kind of like, I've never had it growing up where a guy, like a man, looked after me in that way. And I don't know whether it's just me, but I quite like that he likes to do that. Like he likes to look after me. And we both have our roles, like in our relationship. But that's one thing that he does for me that I do like. And I don't know why I like that. I don't know why I like it, but I like it.
I think it's nice. It's like, I'm invested in you. Like a guy's like, you're worth it. And I'm not saying that guys don't pay the whole thing. Don't think that the partners are worth it. That's not the case. You know what I mean?
Exactly. My ex wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Oh, like he was brilliant. He just didn't have the funds to be able to do that. Tom earns more money than me, so he's probably he's got loads more free money than what I do. Mm-hmm. So in his head, he's like, I want to buy her this brunch, and I don't demand. This is the thing. I've never been on when we first started dating. He was like taking me for these really nice meals, and I was like, I don't need that. Like, let's just go for brunch. Let's go for a walk and get an ice cream. You know what I mean? That for me, I'm not bothered by all of that. It's not needed. But I do like that. And I don't know whether it is because there's something innate in us as women to want that. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's nice.
Do you like it as well?
Like if I'm on a date and I know it's not going to go anywhere else. I know I'm not feeling it. I have been like, I'll pay 50-50.
Oh, I do that. I used to do that all the time. So if I wasn't invested, I'd be like, it was almost like I was allowing the guy to pay if I liked him. Mm-hmm. But saying that as well, even if I was invested, sometimes because I grew up poor, I would pay regardless because I didn't want them to think I was cheap or that I was using them or X, Y, Z. With Tom, it's obviously different because we're in a relationship and we were in a relationship from the get-go and it was based on friendship. But yeah, so on dates...
I've struggled with this one. So like I would be like 50-50, I'll do 50-50. And then to allow someone to pay for me, I'd be like, oh, I don't really know why I'm like that, to be fair. I don't know why I'm always like, oh no, 50-50, 50-50. And you know, because like my mum and dad, they've always done put in, they each put in to the back, the
I think it's nice to do that. I know when I was dating, they'd buy the first round, I'd buy the second. You know, I would always offer.
Yeah. It's nice to offer as well. And it's nice to also
offer. No, sometimes I didn't offer. Sometimes I didn't offer.
You just let them. But I mean, it is. I think when you're dating someone that you like, though, it is nice to be like, oh, they want to buy me a meal. Okay, cool. That's nice. That's lovely.
Tom does it. I do feel, and you know what else I love? He opens the door for me.
That's very gentleman.
He opens the door every single time when we come home, puts his key in, opens the door, I go first. Unless he needs a wee. Yeah, if he needs a toilet, he's going first. But he opens the door for me, which is just really, really sweet.
And that's it. You want a gentleman. You want a gentleman. Well,
he puts the toilet seat down.
I want that.
I like that he puts the toilet seat down.
I think that's really good. But I think it's nice having that.
I don't think he lifts it up. I don't think he lifts it. No, he doesn't. He doesn't lift the toilet seat up.
Aimer.
No, if he aims, he wipes.
That sounds like, again, a mentioned.
So, if you're being really honest, like, because people have tick boxes, don't they? And you are single. What would you say? Your mum says that you should find a guy that's secure. My mum always says you should find your best friend, which I did. Security means different things to different people. So for me, it's we can afford to not look at price tags in the supermarket, and we can go for a nice holiday. I want to go on a holiday. You know, what's that look like for you?
Well, that's it. I think that's it. I think enjoying day-to-day life without having to worry about the bills. That's what I want. And if someone can do that, if that's what people, if someone wants that life as well, then amazing, cool. But drive is so important to me. I really do. Like, I'm like, and drive for just enjoying everything in life. I think that's it. To really just to experience and enjoy life. Because some people are more like, they enjoy life more chill. That's fine. That's their life. That's how they want to do it. But I'm like, oh no, I need you to be like, let's go. Like me and you, we're very like, oh, we're going to go see the world and do this, and let's get as much as we can from this. So I think as long as that's aligned, then you're right. Someone could be like that and not have, and be like, oh, well, I don't really care about the money. And I'm like,
Have you ever dated someone who hasn't been financially secure?
I mean, my first one.
How old were we?
We were at uni and that, though.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So financially, yeah. So we were both kind of in the same boat. The second one. Oh yeah, second one. How not one? Second one. Yeah, because when I first started dating him, he didn't have. But then I went for the personality, didn't I?
But he used to spend a lot of money on you, though, didn't he? Taking you out and stuff.
I mean, yeah, he did, and then borrowed money in return.
It started out well,
and then it was borrowing, and he took the money back. But yeah, so
He played the role.
Yeah. But then I fell for them. Do you know what I mean? I fell for that part.
Can't help who you fall for.
You can't help,
can you?
No. But I think as you do get older, though, you do think more about that. You have to think more about, can you?
You don't want to be. I'm always like, so I don't allow Tom to buy my clothes or anything. You know, I've got some friends who, and that's great, you know, their partners buy them clothes and things. But I want to be with, this sounds crazy, but like, I want to be with Tom for Tom. I love Tom. Like, I don't think it ever would, but I don't want the positives to be, well, he buys my clothes and he gets me nice shoes. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want it to be like even, and I don't want him to feel taken advantage of in that way. And Tom is a very giving person. So he would 100%, if I needed shoes and he needed shoes, he'd buy me shoes and not him. So I have to say no. Like, I'm like, no, I don't need you to buy my clothes. I can buy my own clothes. You know, and he's really sweet. Like, we'll be out and he'll be like, I'll get you that. No. You get me my brunch and my ice cream. That's lovely. But I don't want any more. Because I do worry. I don't want our relationship to be transactional in that way. And I think we both help each, like, obviously Tom lives here with me, so he doesn't pay an awful lot in rent and stuff. He's got like the positives of that. So I guess in my head, when I'm like, he's paying for the meals, I'm like, oh, well, I'm giving back in my way and he's giving back in his way. We're both contributing to this relationship in that way.
What's interesting though is that, so I do know guys that like to pay for women because they feel like that's their giving. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, so then you're taking that away.
And you take it away when you don't. And
well, I do with Tom because he can get me brunch.
Yeah. Well, but with that, even with them, like if you say, they want to maybe get you pay for your hair to get done, or can I just pay for your hair or pay for your nails? And it gives them a bit of a, oh, amazing, I'm giving this, you know?
You know what I worry about though? Because I'm not like, I suppose gifts aren't my love language. Yeah. My love language is time and what's my other one? Time, and you've got gifts.
Words of affirmation.
Touch, words of affirmation. So I think it's touch, time. Oh, and when they do things for you. Actions. So I worry that if I'm with a guy that gives me money, they won't give me my time. I think that's where my head goes. I'm like, I don't, like, that's not my love language, so I need someone who prioritizes time rather than that. And again, it is that thing of like, maybe it's something inside of me that says that I'm uncomfortable receiving those things, those gifts. I don't know why that makes me feel a bit uncomfortable.
It's interesting why you link it, why you think, because I know this has happened in the past, like with people I know that they give things to.
That's the thing.
So it's
I've
like,
seen it.
There will be a lot of people out there that give things and also give their time.
You just brought up, for me then, I was thinking about when I want to give someone a gift when they've already got everything. I love birthdays, and I've spoiled Tom on his birthday. When we first got together, he was like, oh, I'm not bothered about birthdays, you don't have to bother. And then I'd like take him away on a lovely holiday and this, that. And every birthday now he's like, where are we going? What are we doing? He's so excited for his birthday. What are you thinking? Are you going to listen to your mother's advice, or are you going to...
What I would say is I'm trying to look at who is a person that I want to be old with. Who do I, and because I'm thinking, oh my goodness, with my family, my kids, everything, you never know. You never know if I'm going to have kids. I don't know if I'm going to have children or not. Hopefully I do, but you just don't know what happened. So I'm like, who do I actually want to be sat beside when I am 70, 80? Who's going to make me laugh?
Yeah.
Who am I gonna have fun with?
You made me worried though, because you said that men get grumpy when they're old.
They do.
They get more and more grumpy.
Reduced testosterone.
How do I keep him making me laugh?
So when they're sat there on their chair getting grumpy, just stab them with. Come up from behind, stab them with some testosterone. Get instant injection. I mean, I think you can get it in creams, tablets.
Oh, so I can pause the
injections.
Sit down.
Yeah, just
Give him a little back.
give you a wee massage. Just massage it and give you a little massage over there.
Are you feeling a bit happier?
Honestly,
Do women get grumpier?
I mean, I think we get more agitated as we go through the menopause. That's the thing, isn't it? The menopausal area space. But I tell you what, my grannies were happy. They were buzzing. They were brilliant. In their 80s, they were happy.
Were they?
Social butterflies, my grannies were. Had a laugh, had a joke. Yeah, brilliant. So no, I don't think we do. I don't think we do. I think it's men.
Well, let us know your thoughts.
Let us know what's important to you. What's important for your relationship, and who do you want to be sat beside when you're like 100?
My best friend.
So let's stay true to be fair.
You on one side.
We'll all be in this
Tell the
same
other.
home. We'll be neighbours.
That would be absolutely mad. I was like my mum the other day. I was telling my mum about the wedding, and I was like, is it all right if you and Zara swap halfway, my sister and my mum swap halfway, so I get to sit next to both of you? And she went, are you not going to be sat in the middle? I was like, no, Tom is going to be sat next to me. I'm like, but you and my sister, I was like, on the other side, like...
I am hilarious.
Tom, could you imagine? Sorry, Tom, I know it's your wedding and everything, but can you just go over there? Because I need my mum on one side, my sister on the other.
We just have that seat, please, Tom. It'll be me sat there. Sorry, Tom. Third wheel till the end. But yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes, thank you for listening. And if you like our channel, please subscribe. If you'd like to hear more, let us know, have any things that you want us to bring up in the podcast and chat about, then yeah, just give us a message. Have a lovely day.
See you later.
Bye.